Welcome back to another episode of the Ark Switch Survival Guide. Today we are going to teach you by far the fastest and easiest way to get prime meat on Ark. Now normally we would need to kill something huge like a T-Rex, Brontosaur, Spinosaur, something like that to get this much prime meat, but using the Seagull we tamed in the last episode, we can actually get as much raw prime meat and raw prime fish meat as we could by killing really dangerous predators just by killing fish and dodos. So in this episode, we will teach you how to hunt with an Ichthyornis and get tons of prime meat. So on the last episode, we showed you how to tame an Ichthyornis, which is really difficult, but we finally got this magnificent little bird, and we're going to just toss it off of our shoulder by double tapping X, and that'll get it to fly around and kind of circle around us. Now we can whistle it to stop, and that's going to have it land, and we're just going to modify a couple of its behavior settings first. So if we hold down X, you can actually tell it, you can toggle between hunt and retrieve, no hunting, or just plain hunt. And we're going to set it to hunt and retrieve, which will tell it to kill animals and then bring them back to us with its really cool little glowing food buff. And that's what this Seagull is all about. Now we're going to hold down X and change its follow distance to close, which will make it easier for us to grab it when we tell it to come back to us. And we're going to head back to the base and grab some food so it doesn't starve to death, because we just tamed it at this point. And we're also getting pretty hungry too, so we'll grab some veggies for us. So back at the base, we've got everything set up and we've got our inventory back the way it was before we tamed this guy. And we're going to hold down X, and we're actually going to modify ordering groups and add him to his own group. Now I did an entire video on ordering groups and how that works, so I'll put a link in the description here, and we're just going to kind of skim over that part at this point, and you can watch the video if you don't know how to do this. But to give you the very short version, we just in the settings we were able to select modify ordering groups and added him to his own group. And now I've pulled up the ordering group menu here, and if you look at the very top of the screen, that little footprint pad there, that is the menu for ordering groups, and I'm added him to group 7. As you can see here, I'm setting that as the active group. I've made sure that the Ichthyornis is the one that's in that group, and I'm going to go ahead and rename the group to fishing, because this will be the main dino that I use for any kind of fishing. So there you go. Now you can see that that is my active ordering group that I'm controlling. So any whistle commands that I give to tell this guy to attack things are now only going to be listened to by the Seagull and not any of my other dinosaurs. So here we are, and we found a dodo, and I've got my Ichthyornis running around. We just double tap X to throw him off of our shoulder and tap X to pick him back up. And I'm trying to throw him off, but I keep picking up stones. There we go. Now we hold down the top left bumper and hit up on the D-pad or the directional buttons on the left-hand side of your controller, and that's going to make him attack that target. And you can see he carried this dodo back to us, and he's now glowing and has all these sparkles around. Now when we pull out our pickaxe and use it, we actually got a couple of prime meat off of that one dodo, which is crazy. That's about as much prime meat as we would get from killing a tyrannosaur. So it is way easier than killing a T-Rex to just do that real quick. So I'm going to head back to the base and start cooking that immediately. But we're going to skip ahead real quick, and I'll show you how to fish using an Ichthyornis too. So back on the beach here, I found a spot that's got a couple little coelacanths in the ocean, and I'm going to double tap X again to drop the Seagull off of my shoulder, and once again he is on hunt and retrieve. So he's just circling around me now, and I'm going to point at the coelacanth, hold down the top left bumper, and then hit up on the D-pad. Now with some systems it's down on the D-pad, but try both of those if it doesn't work for you. And that's just going to whistle for him to attack that target, and then he's just going to bring that on back to me. And all I have to do is wait for that coelacanth to come back over here. And he has this sparkly glow on him just like the Dodos, and any fish that you do that with will give you prime fish meat instead of regular prime meat. Now, another cool thing about this is if you're trying to tame something like a Hesperornis or an otter that you actually need to drag fish over to, this will allow you to tame them about 10 times faster, it seems. Something crazy like that. So on another episode when we showed you how to tame a Hesperornis, this is how we were able to tame the one so much more easily using the Seagull. So if you want to tame a Hesperornis and get an unlimited supply of oil, check out my guide on how to do that, and make sure you've got a Seagull, and it'll make it so much easier for you. So back at the base, I am going to cook up this raw prime meat that I picked up as fast as possible. Now, if you take everything out of a cooking fire's inventory, you can put 2 prime meat into its inventory and cook those. And you want to cook this up as fast as you possibly can because its spoil time is about 2 minutes. And if you don't cook it, it'll spoil almost immediately. So if you've got prime meat cooked, it actually has about a 45-minute spoil time, and that's going to give me a whole lot of food bonus when I eat that. But the main thing you want prime meat for is taming carnivores, and even cooked prime meat gives them a really good taming boost, and you can get much higher levels when you finish taming, and they'll tame much more quickly. Now, if I get a refrigerator, which I'm going to make very soon, that will actually allow me to keep prime meat for over an hour, and I can just hunt a bunch of Dodos and use that raw prime meat in the refrigerator to get some super high level carnivores and tame those up, which we'll start doing in the near future. So I hope this episode was helpful. If it was, please like this video and be sure to subscribe to our channel. We have a challenge going where if we hit 900 subscribers, I will do a Bob Ross painting on the side of a brontosaur, so I promise it'll be worthwhile if you subscribe. We'll see you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching this video from the Ark Survival Guide. If you enjoyed it or found it helpful, please like this video and subscribe to our channel so we can bring you more great guides like this one. Ark is an amazing game, but there is so much to learn before you can really enjoy it. We are dedicated to bringing you high-quality guides, tutorials, and Let's Play videos that are fun, helpful, clean, and suitable for the entire family. There's a tutorial in this series for everything we have done so far in this video. Check out these playlists for more episodes from this series and other guides to help you enjoy your journey on Ark.